All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. We're gonna diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So Boudoir low click syndrome is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. So that means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, which actually means our Boudoir Facebook ad is getting into fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains. And the and that means fewer than 6 out of 100 women that happens to that are seeing our ad actually have a non-zero chance of buying from us. So we gotta get our Boudoir Facebook ads into their brain because that's the only chance they'll buy from us. That means we gotta have them click somewhere on it instead of simply scrolling on by, which is unique CTR all. Now, unique CTR all under 6% is not normal. Common, everyone believes it's normal. That's why it's so common, so widespread. But it's not. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause is the 3 pre-click mistakes, the 3 PCM. And more about those towards the end. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we see our universe building up here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. But we got a solution. We know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know this because we invented it and we've already done it a bunch. And it's pretty simple. We duplicate the original ad. We treat the duplicated one. We leave the original alone. We treat the duplicated one with Boudoir Pico, and basically we run that and through its full treatment, and then we keep whichever one running has the highest metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated one that has the highest metrics at the end. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we go from the 3 pre-click mistakes to PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. AKA, we finally got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS. It's caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And then our solution is Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. We achieve PCA pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. So that's our universe. Now here onto my residency. So I found some Boudoir Facebook ads out there, brought them to the hospital, tested them. First one up, found out its unique CTR is 4.3%. So I discovered that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. And as a result, so basically as a result, we know we can treat this with Boudoir Pico. Takes about a week. So that's what we did. Treat it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week. We got the unique CTR up to 6.88%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend, which means that they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now they only need to spend $6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get their ad into the same number of women's brains. And so they no longer have to spend that money, and they actually can pocket it kind of as like a bonus, Boudoir Pico bonus. They just don't spend it because it would have all been wasted anyways. And kind of a bonus, $3,700 a month bonus. And so what that's given them is that's given them $3,700 a month, which is actually like 40K over the next 12 months. By simply not having to burn burn that and burn that cost. And next part of my residency, and the second Boudoir Facebook ad got unique CTRL up to 1.39%, or found out its unique CTRL was 1.39%, and actually, since it's under 6%, we know that BLCS is present, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, and as a result, we can actually treat it with Boudoir Pico. So that's what we did. Treated it with Boudoir Pico, got its unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of ad spend. And as a result, if they're spending more than 10 grand a month, if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad and get their ad into the same number of women's brains. So $8,400 a month difference. They pocket it every single month. They don't have to spend it. They keep it. It's kind of like a phantom bonus, phantom profit. And as a result, we are, we're actually, they're actually able to keep that $8,400 a month, which is like, 100 grand over 12 months, over the next 12 months, literally doing no extra work, nothing. Finally, had a patient come through, unique CTRL 5.03%. So that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So we know we can treat it with Boudoir Pico. And that's exactly what we did. Took about a week. We got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. And when we did that, we actually found out his original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of his ad spend. So if he's spending 10 grand a month, $6,700 a month was being wasted. So now he only needs to spend $3,300 a month with his Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. And that $6,700 he no longer has to spend. He pockets it every single month, every single month, every single month. Kind of like a Boudoir Pico phantom bonus. And at the end of the year, after 12 months, what's that? That's, it's like an 80K bonus. Literally, 80K bonus. And so the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. And we know that because, dude, just look at these numbers here. Wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. Average these numbers out, the average is probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So, if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, on average, this can be, five out of 10K is being wasted every single month, and we can eliminate that, put that back in y'all's pocket, approximately, 60K over the next 12 months, over the next year. So we want to fix that. So now we're coming here. We want to see if see what things we got that could be causing BLCS, if any. So I do see we got the below creative cluster mistake here. This is filling out all the things Facebook recommends us to fill out. That is good for Facebook, but bad for us. So it's the false belief we're following here. And the consequence of this, way more women scrolling by our ad than necessary. So we're paying for that impression, but our ad is not entering those women's brains. It's going to pull our unique CTRL under 6%, higher chance of causing BLCS. And this actually is what Facebook wants because Facebook can serve more ad spend per unit time. Now, looking at the creative, all right, we got the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is We believe our ads should be like ads because that that's how we've always seen ads in newspapers, magazines, TV, social media, other boudoir Facebook ads. They've always looked like an ad. The consequence of this, though, is way more women scrolling by our ad than necessary. Our ads not entering their brain, wasting that impression. And finally, let's see what we got here. In a boudoir session when you never feel ready, but do it anyway. So, looking at the Seymour headline here, first 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. When a boudoir session, or if you never feel ready, but do it anyway. All right, yeah, lack of context mistake here. Most common thing that I'm seeing the most of. False belief that causes us to make this mistake is we're believing incorrectly that we're providing enough context. And what we're providing is the number one way to bring in buyers from a boudoir Facebook ad, and that is incorrect. Now, the consequence of this is way more women are going to be scrolling by our boudoir Facebook ads than necessary. Pulling our unique CTR under 6%. Higher chance of BLCS. So looking at this, yes, this boudoir Facebook ad, yes, I do believe it has. So the unique CTR, I believe it is under 6%, causing this boudoir Facebook ad, I believe, to have boudoir low click syndrome. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, so if you're a boudoir low click advertiser with boudoir low click syndrome, your unique CTR of your boudoir Facebook ads is under 6%, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on boudoir Facebook ads, and you want to eliminate on average, 5K, get rid of that 5K wasted spend, put that back in your pocket, which would be approximately 60K over the next 12 months. And you decide you want to, pull this profit out from the Facebook ad side of your business, kind of plug those leaks because you've optimized other parts of your business. And you see that, there's more inflation occurring in the world around us. We want to pull some more profit out. We see more women entering the marketplace, offering boudoir services every day. So basically, the market's getting more saturated. Seems like every time that someone gets a new iPhone, a new Google Maps profile pops up saying they offer a boudoir, or anytime someone gets a new camera, it seems like there's more posts in the mom groups offering boudoir shoots. And you've decided you want to get this done, you want to achieve pre-click alignment, become a dominant boudoir advertiser, achieve boudoir brand entry boost so you can be on your way to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM when I open for new patient intake. So new patient intake is not open right now. It is closed. But shoot me a DM when I do open it up, and we will see if you qualify.